Just Incredible here with a quick explanation video on Bit, Byte, and Vile. After you defeat two Maverick stages, you'll get this cutscene in which Bit, Byte, and Vile are minor antagonists that you have to deal with in the game. Bit and Byte you have to mandatorily fight at some point during your run of 8 Mavericks. They randomly appear in the Bit and Byte rooms that you previously saw in the Tunnel Rhino and Blizzard Buffalo tutorial. And since they were not yet introduced into the game at that point, you didn't have to fight them. But now that this cutscene has happened, they are now introduced into the fold. And here we have the return of Vile from Mega Man X1, which, unlike Bit and Byte, who you have to fight during the 8 Mavericks, Vile, actually, you have to find his secret stage capsule. More on that in just a moment. Now, just like its predecessor Mega Man X2, you also had a cutscene after defeating 2 Mavericks there. But if you are familiar with Mega Man X2 speedrunning, especially any percent, you did not have to fight them at all whatsoever. In this game, since I am doing this on 100%, the very next stage is Neon Tiger that we do in the 100% tutorial, or in the 100% run. During the first 3 of the remaining 6 stages, Bit will randomly appear in that Bit or Byte room, depending on what stage you're in or who you've already fought. He will appear randomly in one of these next 3 stages. If he does not appear in Neon Tiger, he has a chance to appear in Gravity Beetle, and if he does not appear in Gravity Beetle, he will automatically appear in the last of the trio stages, which is Seahorse. Conveniently, these 2 bosses we've already beaten are actually Bit and Byte's weakness weapons. Bit is weak to the Frost Shield from Blizzard Buffalo, and Byte is weak to the Tornado Fang from Tunnel Rhino. Also, when we get close to the Bit and Byte room, depending on whether we've yet fought them or not, will change the how you want to approach the stage. In the case of Bit, it's best if you get him in Tiger or Beetle, because then you've got plenty of ice to use for Seahorse, because the mini boss and the boss himself is weak to ice as well. So if Bit were to show up in Seahorse, that would be very bad, because then you have to use Buster on the mini boss, which you lose time by default, and we'll get to that later in the stage when we get to that stage. For Byte, it really doesn't matter, in my opinion, because regardless, he obviously, on the outset, you don't want him to appear in Catfish, because Drill is Catfish's weakness. But even if he does appear in Catfish, there is a strat that we use to get around a shortage of Drill, and we'll cover that. I'll cover that when we get to the Vault Catfish fight. Now, as for Vile, I said you had to seek him out to fight him in his secret stage. At this point, he will have a secret capsule that appears in only 3 stages of the game. It can appear in Blizzard Buffalo, it can appear in Vault Catfish, and it can appear in Crushed Crawfish. However, if we've already cleared a stage's Maverick, the Vile capsule will not spawn. So Blizzard Buffalo is out of the mix. So we will only be able to fight Vile in these 2 stages, Catfish and Crawfish. However, ideally we want to fight him in Crawfish, because we use Catfish's weapon to assist getting out of the secret stage very, very quickly without, a severe time loss by not having his weapon. And when we get to each individual stage boss, I'll include that in whatever stage I happen to fight him.